Jane Harrison, playwright. Jane Harrison, born 1960, is an Indigenous Australian playwright, novelist, writer, and researcher. A descendant of the Muruwari people of New South Wales, from the area around Bourke and Brewarrina, Harrison grew up in the Victorian Dandenongs with her mother and sister. She began her career as an advertising copywriter before becoming a playwright, novelist, writer, and researcher. Her best-known work is Stolen, which received critical acclaim and has toured nationally and internationally. Plays. The Visitors. Harrison's latest play, The Visitors, premiered as a full production in January 2020 as part of the Sydney Festival. It was awarded the prize for Best New Australian Work, Sydney Theatre Awards 2022, and was shortlisted for the Nick Enright Prize for Playwriting at the 2021 NSW Premiers Literary Awards. The Visitors was initially developed as part of the Melbourne Theatre Company Cybec Electric series and the Melbourne Indigenous Festival in February 2014, directed by Lee Purcell, after being workshopped at the Yellowmundi Festival in 2013. The Visitors reimagines the arrival of the First Fleet from the perspective of 7 senior lawmen meeting on the shores of the harbour. Stolen. Stolen premiered in 1998 at Playbox, now Malthouse Theatre, Melbourne, followed by 7 annual seasons in Melbourne, plus tours to Sydney, Adelaide, regional Victoria, Tasmania, the United Kingdom twice, Hong Kong and Tokyo, with readings in Canada, New York City, and Los Angeles. In Sydney, it was performed at the Sydney Theatre Company, directed by Wayne Blair. Stolen is a play about the lives of 5 Aboriginal people from the Stolen generations. For Stolen, Harrison was awarded the Australian Writers Guild Augie nomination, was co-winner of the Kate Challies Rocco Award, and received an honourable mention in the CAC's National Awards individual category for an outstanding contribution to Australian culture. Stolen has been studied on the Victorian VCE and NSW HSC English and Drama syllabi. Rainbow's End. Rainbow's End premiered in 2005. Harrison was awarded for Rainbow's End the Drover Award Tour of the Year and a Helpman Awards nomination for Best Regional Touring Production. It is studied on the NSW HSC syllabus. Rainbow's End tells the simple, yet convoluted story of 3 generations of Aboriginal women, young Dolly, her mother the happy-go-lucky Gladys, and the wise and stern Nandir, living in their shanty perched on the flats of the Galburn River in 1950s regional Victoria. The play was directed by Wesley Enoch. On a Park Bench. On a Park Bench was created through workshops at Playbox and the Banff Playwrights Colony. The play was a finalist in the Lake Macquarie Drama Prize. Black Velvet. Black Velvet won the 2006 Theatrolab Indigenous Award. On a Park Bench was finalist Lake Macquarie Drama Prize. Novels and short stories. Becoming Corrali Louise. Harrison's latest novel, Becoming Corrali Louise, won the State Library of Queensland 2014 Black and White Indigenous Writing Fellowship and was highly commended in the Victorian Premiers Literary Awards 2016. Becoming Corrali Louise is a coming-of-age teen fiction novel about the search by Stolen Generations member Corrali Louise for her biological parents, which turns stereotypes on their heads. Becoming Corrali Louise was published by Magabola Books in 2015. Born Still. Short story, Born Still was published by the State Library of Queensland and Writing Black, New Indigenous Writing from Australia. Born Still is a gentle reflection on the death of a daughter before birth. Born Still was subsequently reworked as a play, premiered at the Melbourne Writers' Festival in 2018. Other writing. Healing Our Communities, Healing Ourselves, published in the Medical Journal of Australia, which won the Dr. Ross Ingram Essay Prize. Indig Curious, Who Can Play Aboriginal Roles, published by Currency House, explores the issues raised by Aboriginal identity in theatre. Harrison also contributed a chapter to Many Voices, Reflections on Experiences of Indigenous Child Separation, which was published by the National Library of Australia, Canberra. This work was also related to the theme of the stolen generations. Harrison is Festival Director of Black and Bright First Nations Literary Festival in Melbourne.